Today we arrive at the center of the system, the heart chakra. Up until this point in our Bringing the Light Online series, we have guided the current of light downward through the upper centers. From the soul star, the place of soul remembrance, to the crown where awareness opens, to the third eye where perception becomes clear, to the throat where truth becomes audible. But today, the current reaches the heart, and the heart is where things become human. Because the heart is not simply the center of love, it is the place where spirit meets relationship. It is where perception becomes compassion, where truth becomes connection, where awareness becomes presence. But the heart is also one of the most misunderstood centers in the entire system. Many people believe the heart is about loving everyone equally, giving endlessly, and remaining open no matter what. But a healthy heart, does not collapse into others. It does not abandon itself in the name of kindness. The heart is not about losing yourself in love. It is about allowing love to move through you without losing yourself. So, in today's episode, we are going to explore the psychology of empathy and emotional boundaries, the shadow patterns of overgiving and self-abandonment, why many spiritual people bypass the heart, and how the heart harmonizes the entire chakra system. And later in this episode, I will guide you through a heart coherence activation meditation that gently stabilizes the nervous system and allows the heart center to come online with clarity and steadiness. Because when the heart awakens in a balanced way, love becomes stable instead of overwhelming. So take a deep breath in with me and let your shoulders soften. Allow your attention to settle gently in the center of your heart. The light has now reached the heart. And from here forward, everything becomes more embodied. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sovereign Goddess Podcast. This is your host, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, and we are continuing this journey of bringing the light online by moving through each of our power portals, or our chakras as it is known, and activating, rebalancing, bringing these power centers back online. So far we have moved through the soul star, which is the seat of your remembering, the seat of your soul, into the crown, which is your center of awareness, into your third eye, your center of perception, into your throat. This is where you begin to speak. Speak this awareness into form. It's about speaking our truth, anchoring into the truth of who we really are and bringing it through. And then now we're dropping it into the heart. Now, this, I don't know if you feel this, but I do. This chakra, this energy center, is very important. And because it sits in the place where both heaven and earth come together. So, above the heart, we have all the awareness centers. So, perception, insight, expression. And then when we look below the heart, we have all the embodiment centers. So, this is power, instinct, and grounding, right? So, the heart sits right in between those two worlds, which is heaven and earth. And this position is so important because it is the communicator between the upper and the lower. It is the center that brings things that allow the intangible to move through and become tangible. It is kind of like I wanted to say the relay center in a way, but things have to move through there in order to become physical. We cannot manifest without the heart. Isn't this fascinating? Things cannot drop into the physical without moving through our center portal. The heart is the bridge between the consciousness and who we are as human, our physicality, our relationships, right? To ourselves, to the world, to everything else. And because of that, the center is often the most misunderstood. So many people are taught that the heart chakra or this center is, it means just loving everyone, like being wide open. And, if you're a sensitive, intuitive, highly sensitive person, empath, this will really speak to you, right? I feel like we've been taught that the heart center is all about being wide open and just taking it all in, right? Just loving everyone. And here's the thing, here's what I want to say to that. So, for those of you who are new to me, my background, one of my backgrounds is in traditional Chinese medicine. And it was really cool because in traditional Chinese medicine, we're looking at the deeper energetics, how the channels of the body, which is very connected to the chakra centers, by the way, right? Wherever even science has found this, like wherever we speculate that the chakra centers are, you actually can find like these nerve bundles there, like more nerve bundles there. So there's actually proof here. But one thing that we talked about, so we know the heart, the physical heart, like we know the structure of it, what it does, distributing blood, bringing in oxygenated blood, and then like there's a movement from up down. It's a powerful, powerful organ. But around that organ is the pericardium, which is this thin layer around the heart, and it protects the heart. It also has other responsibilities that it does, even in Chinese medicine. But one of the things is that when you bring it into our physical livelihood, like how we live, right? Even the heart, the structure of the heart is teaching us something important here, right? The heart is not just wide open. Even the heart has a protection around it. I mean, physically there's a pericardium, but energetically, we know how massive this energy is. It's a huge energetic field around the heart, unlike any of the other portals or the chakra centers. It's not that you shouldn't be open, you shouldn't love, but it's more of becoming the martyr. We have to practice discernment. Even the physical heart could not handle that. And when you look like people who are constantly just wide open, taking everything in, it ends up having an impact on the physical heart. As beautiful as these patterns may sound of being open and loving all the time and being kind all the time, right? Using those words, what psychologically, what that ends up turning into, it becomes self-abandonment. Because, someone who just gives, 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 what happens? They end up being burned out, depleted, and not taking care of themselves, right? Instead of love, we end up over accommodating others. Instead of compassion, we experience emotional exhaustion. Instead of connection, we end up experiencing energetic enmeshment. This happens because empathy and responsibility gets confused. So let's talk a little bit about empathy here. So another thing, if you don't know, I have an empath group. It's called Elevated Empath, and I teach all these tools in this group to really help them hone in on their gift by releasing or learning how to release what is not theirs, being discerning, building your own pericardium or your own energetic protection in the world. But the most important part is being discerning. Where does my energy want to go? I'm not just giving for no given, I'm not just giving for no reason. I allow what needs to come through me to get to where it needs to go. I'm not using my energy. I'm not abandoning myself to please someone else. Empaths do this a lot. Highly sensitive people do this a lot. They give, 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 give until there's none left. What is the point? You weren't given this gift so that you can just burn yourself out, so you can deplete yourself. Empaths are actually quite powerful, powerful beings if they know how to harness the gift, how to work with the gift, if they understand what it means to an empath. So here, this is an analogy that I give my students where it's like, being an empath is like you see someone suffering and you're like, okay, I see you suffering, but then you actually go into their life and you become that suffering, like you take the whole thing on. That's what most empaths do. Because, there's this understanding that that is my job to take away your suffering. I did that. I did that too. And to be honest, I was telling my students this, it makes you feel good because you feel like you're helping. But every time you do that, you take someone's suffering away from them. That is a major piece of the puzzle they're going to need down the road. You're not doing them any good. You're holding on to something they're going to need in order to move forward. So, learning to be compassionate is the key. And compassion is this: I see that you're suffering. I see the patterns that are causing your suffering. And if you are ready, if you like to receive it, I can, I can give you an advice, I can send you some healing energy, I can offer help, but not from a place of I'm going to take it away. And in this place of compassion, too, you have to listen to that other person. There's a lot of healers who they come across someone and all of a sudden they start to just downpour everything that they think that is helpful for that person, but they never give the time to really listen to whether or not that person needs your help. Not everybody needs your help. Not everybody needs what you have. And even if they do, is it the right timing for them? Because we're all on our own paths. We need to honor that. We're all on our own paths. So you might know something right now that might be good for someone, but they might not be ready for it. And it doesn't matter how much you try to pull it into them or push it into them or pour it into them. If they're not ready, you're just depleting yourself. We're working with another being here, um, another intelligence here. Because if we're really looking at the soul, we're working with another intelligence here. The soul, that soul within that being has its own plan, has its own workings. And we need to understand that. Or perhaps we don't know the intricacies of that plan, but we need to at least understand that we're all on our paths. Some people seek help. Some people, you might tell them one thing, they grab that and they just take off with it. As in like they changed their life with just that one statement you told them. And others, you might have to repeat yourself for like years, and then one day just clicks and then something shifts. That's the timing. We all have our timing. We need to appreciate that. We need to honor that, the soul workings of each being that we encounter. So, empaths, it is not your responsibility to take on the suffering of others. It is not your responsibility. Just because you can see it, feel it, experience it, doesn't mean it is yours for you to take. And it's yours for you to witness and then open up, being the beautiful channel that you are, open up and allow whatever gift, whether it's the gift of healing, whether it's the gift of insight, whether it's the gift of grace, whatever you're here to transmit through your empathic gifts, allow that to come through to support that person without you giving your energy. Which means that you, as the intuitive, as the empath, needs to be anchored in your own source, in your own divine, unlimited flow of energy. And then allow that divine light to flow through you to whoever needs it. I always tell people that when I'm doing light language, it's coming through me, it's filling me up completely. And then it overflows and move outward to whoever needs it. When whatever it is that I'm bringing through, I am filled up first, and then through the overflow, it moves out. And that's how we're supposed to operate, not give our energy. Our energy is ours, just as their energy is theirs. Your energy is yours. Your energy will not do anything for me because it doesn't match my design. It was made for you. The only energy that can support me is source energy. Source energy. So if you can anchor yourself into your own unlimited well of source energy, fill yourself up and allow that source energy to overflow, then it will go where it needs to go. So empaths, you notice every time you overgive yourself, it affects your heart. You might feel anxiety, you might feel depression, right? It affects your heart. And also, if it is too much, there's so many sensitives who end up closing up their hearts. When you do that, it's very hard for you to experience life. It's very hard to experience the beauty of life, the gifts that life has in store for you. Because remember, heaven moves through the heart and manifests before it can manifest. So when this center is closed, then like all the upper chakra stays up there and all the lower chakra stays up. The light gets stuck up there. So we need to open the heart in order to allow the light to come down, the vision to come down, whatever it is that we're trying to manifest to come down and be birthed into the world, into our physicality, into our lives. So heart coherence is that beautiful energy that the heart puts out. This is when your emotional system, your nervous system, your awareness, they're all coming together, moving in the same direction. Your compassion is open. Your boundaries are clear. This is a non-negotiable here, okay? Just like the heart has the pericardium protecting it, we need boundaries. Do you understand that? We need boundaries. And your presence also remains steady even in difficult relational moments. So the heart chakra does not ask us to love everyone indiscriminately. It asks you to stay rooted in yourself while love moves through you. Because the truth is, when the heart collapses into others, the entire energetic system destabilizes. But when the heart remains steady, rooted, and anchored, the entire system harmonizes. This is why the heart is not simply the center of love, it is the regulator of the entire chakra column. And when the heart comes online in a balanced way, your awareness becomes warmer, your expression becomes softer, and your power becomes wiser. And this is the shift we are activating in today's meditation. I'm hoping that with this activation, that there'll be less overgiven. Less energy of overgiven. Less heart being shut down, and that we can remain, our hearts can remain open, steady, and sovereign at the same time. We can learn that. We can also learn the technologies of our own hearts, the importance of it. There's so much that wants to come through this this chakra system here. Actually, all the chakra systems are they're so intricate. There's so much more to it beyond the little things that we've learned about it. They're not simple portals. They're actually very dynamic portals, which makes sense because we the beings that hold these powerful portals are dynamic. And the more you take your time to understand yourself, you begin to understand how you operate. And I'm talking about you, all of you, including all your portals, your connection to the divine, your connection to the earth, how you unfold, how your mystery unfold. So we're going to leave it there. Let's go ahead and move into the meditation piece. As I'm walking you through this, I want you to really bring your awareness into the center of your body, or well, your heart. And when I say center of your body, I'm talking about energetically. Okay, the harmonizer, the connector. So bring your awareness to your heart. You can place your hand on your heart. Really breathe into your heart. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Allow your breath to slowly soften your body. Bring your awareness to the center of the heart and begin to breathe into your chest. Allowing the breath to begin to soften whatever might be in the way of you receiving this blessing today. I'm going to call in your higher self and your divine team to come in and to assist with this today. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to come in and just clear anything that might be in the way of you receiving your blessing today. So at this point, go ahead and imagine that beautiful light coming down from above, from the heart of Source, dropping into that soul star, activating your soul wisdom into your crown, your seat of awareness. So see each of those centers that just begin to shine brightly, and then dropping into your third eye, activating that, dropping into your throat. Again, see that portal activate, and then now dropping into the heart. And breathe here as you see, sense, or feel your heart center open up. And not just open. So I'm actually going to use the imagery of a flower. You have this flower that begins to open its petals. And around that flower, you see this beautiful light bubble. We're going to call that the pericardium, the energetic pericardium. The heart, the flower itself is your heart. And that bubble around it is your pericardium, your protection. I want you to breathe into this vision, this imagery. And just simply notice here any sensation like warmth, tightness, openness, or simply neutrality. Remember, the heart responds best to gentle attention. There's nothing you need to change here. Just simply breathe into yourself. So now I want you to imagine, see, sense, or feel a soft emerald light beginning to glow in the center of your chest. The steady light, like the quiet light of morning through leaves. With each breath, allow this light to expand slightly. Breathing in, the chest softens. Breathing out, the light becomes a little brighter. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Expand the light. Let's do it again. Breathe in deeply. And with your exhale, see, sense, or feel that emerald green light with aspects of pink and gold in there, just expanding beyond your chest. And it creates this beautiful aura around your entire body. And I want you to pay attention to how your other portals or energy centers or chakras begin to realign and respond to that. And just breathe. You're responding to that beauty. I keep hearing beauty. Now silently say to yourself, my heart remains open and rooted in love. My heart remains open and rooted in truth. My heart remains open and rooted. Take a deep breath in here and out. Keep focusing on your heart and the light it is emanating. Hariatok orum oiti ashit erana arnoria shurum oiti ak area. Naranai tiaranai kiak ar orno shitiak arhieti ium orini ati atia korno nai tiatasut orno naranai tiartikia koa. Now imagine the heart light expanding around your body, all around your body. That emerald, green, gold, pink, all around you, like a spear of soft radiance. This is not about giving your energy away. This is about allowing your presence, your divine presence, to circulate. Darinaki eit orno korno, yaranai kiet ak orno komoya, Maria takatsik erno orno oya, Darnaki kiesherom orin ak arna. Now feel the breath moving through your chest. In and out. Breathing in and out. Diakadiak ornoya. Maranaitia. Now I want you to imagine someone in your life that naturally brings warmth to your heart. I want you to notice something. When you bring that person into your mind's eye, how does your chest feel? How does your chest respond to that imagery? Beautiful. And now return the attention back to yourself. And place your awareness fully inside your own heart. I want you to silently say, love moves through me without losing me. Love moves through me without losing me. Love moves through me without losing me. Take a deep breath in. Allow that sentence to settle and feel the heart. Feel how the heart can remain open while the center of you remains steady. Remember, the heart harmonizes the system, the entire system. Take a deep breath in here and out. Now let's bring in the physicality piece and also our nervous system. We're gonna go ahead and start to hum. So you can go ahead and begin to hum. You can just go and as you do that, I want you to really feel that vibration fill in your chest. And again, you're gonna notice it's gonna fill your throat and then your chest. So let's do it together. Deep breath in. And you can even make it deeper if you're feeling called to. So when you're humming, if you feel like you're not experiencing it in your chest, go ahead and drop that tone lower. Take a deep breath in and out. Repeat after me. My heart is open. My heart is steady. Love moves through me. My heart is open. My heart is steady. Love moves through me. My heart is open. My heart is steady. Love moves through me. If you need to pause this video to continue with the humming, go ahead and do that, and then come back when you feel done. Now take a few deep breaths in here and let the chest remain soft, and let the breath move naturally. The heart is online now. Notice the quiet rhythm of the heart beneath the breath. The heart is always moving, always circulating, not just the blood, energy too. The heart is always responding to life around it. When the heart becomes clear, it no longer needs to chase connection. Connection begins to move naturally through it. May your heart remain open without losing its center. May compassion move through you without draining you. May you learn the quiet strength of loving without abandoning yourself. May your presence bring warmth to the spaces you enter. And may the light that has descended into the heart today remind you of something simple and true. Love is not meant to erase you. Love is meant to move through you. So breathe. Let the chest remain soft. Let your system remain steady and allow the heart to do what it was always designed to do, which is to connect, to harmonize, and to hold the living bridge between heaven and earth within you. Take a deep breath in and out. Now bring your awareness back to that beautiful light that poured down into your heart. I want you to allow it to continue downward, all the way down into the earth. Let it anchor into the earth. And just breathe in this state. There you go. Deep breaths in. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. So I want to invite you, if you are a highly sensitive person, an empath, a healer, anyone who works with energy or has experienced the heart closing down, overcompensating, oversharing, overgiving yourself, you feel depleted, I want to invite you into my container, Elevated Empath. This is a beautiful container for you. It will really teach you I wanted to say, like, respect your gift as an empath, how to uphold it, learn more about what it means to be an empath, and to learn the tools that can help you to operate in the world without the depletion, without the fear, without the anxiety, because you're overgiven. It is a beautiful, beautiful container. So I invite you to come join. I'll put the link below for you. All right. And then last reminder, this Saturday, the 14th, is our next Goddess Clinic. Again, this is something that I'm doing this year to support anyone who needs this, especially with everything going on in the world. So come receive the light. Come receive a piece of grace, a piece of peace within your heart. Come and join us on Saturday. I'll put the link below for you to register. When you register, you'll be asked to join our online community, which is where all the events are scheduled. So you just click on the event, it will have the Zoom link, and you just click on the Zoom link and join us at the time. It's quite simple, but it also has this beautiful community around it. All right, my loves, I hope to see you. Next time, we're going to drop into our power center, our solar plexus. From my heart to yours, let's continue to bring the light online. Bye, everyone.